Hello everyone, welcome to the Great North American Stampin' Show. I'm Jodi Reinert. This is my Stamp with Jodi YouTube channel. We are so excited to kick off season 5 tonight. You may have noticed there's a little change. We have done 4 seasons of the Great American Stampin' Show, but we are making a slight change for season 5 because we're welcoming a couple of new competitors. So Julie and I are back for season 5. But we are now being joined by Lisa and Lauren. Lisa's from the state of Washington and Lauren is from Canada. And so we adjusted our title to be the Great North American Stampin' Show. We're really excited to bring you a season full of creative inspiration, and we're going every single week. So every single Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can look forward to a Great American Stampin' Show video. Now, how it works, if you are new to this, what you do is you watch my video, and then right here in the description, there are links to the other 3 videos. You'll click on each one, you'll watch all 4 videos, and then you decide which one gets your thumbs up vote. Voting ends Sunday night, and we announce our winner on Monday, and whoever has the most votes from Thursday evening to Sunday evening is the winner for that episode. Now, that being said, if you're watching this video at any point, we always appreciate your thumbs up and comments and all of that feedback. So what you can do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy this fun hour of creative inspiration. All right, for this episode, we decided to choose the Florals and Blooms suite for card inspiration, for layout inspiration. We are not necessarily using the Florals and Bloom products. Honestly, some of my competitors may. I don't know for sure, but that wasn't the requirement. The requirement was just to choose one of these card layouts. If you're looking in the catalog, it's on pages 40 and 41. If you look online at the Florals and Bloom suite, you'll see the exact same card samples. So there's several here to choose from. I'm curious to know what we all chose. It'd be pretty funny if we all landed on the same one. But this is what I went with. Now, when I look at this, I see a patterned background. I see a smaller piece here, the 2 flowers creating a focal point, the greeting, some gems on there. That's what I use to inspire me for the card I'm going to show you. Now, if you're new, you may not know yet that my style is quick and creative. So if you like projects that take a really long time and that are really intricate, you might not love my card. But if you like things that are quick and creative and easy to duplicate, you are in the right place. So I hope that this inspires you creatively. Also, if your style is a little more than quick and creative, you can always add to or embellish in ways that I didn't. Okay. So let's get started with some of these products. These 2 pieces are from the Floral Impressions designer paper. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. This one is 4 1/4 by 3. So I'm taking those 2. If you recall, there was a floral print in the background, and then there was a smaller white layer. I decided to use another patterned paper there. So I'm going to kind of set that off to the side. And now I'm going to pull in my thick basic white that I'm going to do some stamping on. I'm using my Memento black ink. And I should show you the stamp set I'm using, Silly Safari. I saw this stamp set and I just thought it was so adorable. It's got these adorable little, I love the eyes. The eyes are just so sweet on each of these animals. Some leafy background, some details here, and then just some really fun greetings to use. So I will be using that sweet little monkey out of Silly Safari, and I'll just stamp him down here. And also the giraffe. Now I'm only going to be using the top part of the giraffe, so you might notice I just grabbed a block I had. If I needed to stamp the whole giraffe, I should have grabbed a larger one, but that's just me not wanting to get up and grab the one I should have. But it works because that's all I want is just that top little part of the giraffe. All right, let me put the cover on my ink so that doesn't dry out. And then I'm going to color these two with some Stampin' Blends. And let me see what I've got. I've got Pecan Pie, light and dark. I've got light crumb cake. I've got light lemon lolly. That's a mouthful. Light lemon lolly. And then I've also got light pretty in pink. So I'm going to start with the little monkey, and I'm actually going to, so each of our blends has a bullet point and a brush end. I'm going to start with the bullet point end and light pecan pie and color him in. When you use Stampin' Blends, if you haven't used them before, you're going to want to just kind of stay on the inside of your stamped image because they do naturally just bleed out a little bit. And so you want to try to keep it contained in the lines. I'm going out a little bit. What you can do is use our little corrector. Let me grab it. So if you have issues where you go out just a little bit, you can take it and just kind of push it right back where it came from. This is called the Color Lifter. And if you use Stampin' Blends, it's something you're going to want to add to your arsenal of colors. All right, then I'll take the brush end and do this larger part here and just color back and forth. Remember, this is all the light pecan pie. Then I'll go back with the light crumb cake and color in the rest. And the last little thing on the monkey is to do the light pretty in pink, just that little tiny bit on his tongue. While I have it out, I'll go ahead and do the draft too. Just that tiny little bit of color. And when you use blends, you want to make sure you hear that snap as you close it. I'm going to use the brush end. And this is the light lemon lolly. And I'll just kind of go in the background of the draft and then bring in the light pecan pie one more time to do the spots. And I'll grab the light pecan pie and just kind of, I'm almost just touching and pressing down a little bit with the brush end on some of those smaller spots. I'm not even really moving it on the really small spots, just pressing it down. I love using Stampin' Blends. I love the look of the alcohol markers. It's fun to play with, to blend colors, and just to create an even and vibrant look. All right, and then the last thing, I'm going to take the dark, and I'll just use the bullet end and go along this section of the draft right here. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, I have a little something to share with you. I chose this Silly Safari stamp set because there's a special little greeting right here that says, "Welcome, baby." I'm going to use this for my son and daughter-in-law. I'm having my first, they are having, let's be real, she is having my first grandchild due this fall. And so I'm going to use this adorable stamp set to make baby shower invitations for a shower I'm having for them. And I'm super excited about that. All right, now this stamp set is bundled with a 1 7/8 inch circle punch. However, that punch is not available right now, and I really wanted to use this. So I pulled out my 1 3/4 inch punch. It's an 1/8 of an inch difference. It's not that big of a difference, but I think I would use the bigger one just to have a little bit more white space around the draft. Either way, it's all good. But I point out the bundle because you can bundle and save 10%. So if you want the 1 7/8 inch circle punch and the Silly Safari, get them together, save 10%. Now I took this image here and some old olive ink, and I went ahead and cut those, stamped them and cut them out just with my scissors in advance. So I'm going to take this piece and just kind of build out the focal point here with these leaves and the cute little circles. So I'm putting my regular Stampin' Seal on the back of the monkey, and I'm going to use, here they are hiding, some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the giraffe. Okay, so on this piece, I am going to take one leaf and put it right about there. I'll take this one, put it there. I can adjust them a little bit if I want to. I'll take the monkey and put him right about there. And then peel the backing off of the dimensionals quick. And add this right about here. I want them to overlap. Actually, I'm gonna scoot it over here. I think that'll work. Have them overlap a little bit. What do you think? Isn't that so cute? So cute. And then what do I want to do? I'm going to pull in this little square. This was 1 5/8 by 1. And I'm going to use that tiny little thing with my Memento Black ink again. And the stamp that says, woohoo, it's your birthday. And I'll just go ahead and stamp that right on there. It's so nice with the photopolymer to see exactly where it's going. While I have my ink out, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the card and stamp the inside, which says, happy birthday, you party animal. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. I'm gonna stamp that right on the inside. So happy birthday, you party animal. We'll put this ink away again. And let's see, I think I'll go ahead and attach this piece to the second piece of designer paper. So we'll just center it on there. And then this I'm going to add with Stampin' Dimensionals. I want that to be raised up a little bit, just like the giraffe. And before I do that, I'm going to take some new ribbon. This is Darling Duckling, which is one of our new ink colors, and it's a, what is it called? Faux linen ribbon. And so I'll just snip a little bit off of there. I don't know if anybody else does this. I could use mini glue dots. I have this adhesive out, so I just ran some adhesive along the center, fold it over so it stays together like that, and then I'm putting a little bit more here. You could definitely use mini glue dots for that. It might even work better, but just like with, I guess I'm being a little bit lazy. Just like with my giraffe that's too big for the block I used, I'm not feeling it to get up and go get the adhesive. That would probably work best, but it's all good. All good. Okay, so I gotta scoot that over a little bit. I kinda didn't put the dimensional in a great spot. So I'm gonna stick another one right next to it here. All right, so now I'm going to attach this down here, and then I'm going to pull in some of the what are they called, flat pearls. These are our new ink colors, and they're really awesome flat pearls because they don't add a lot of bulk to your projects, which I really like. There's 3 different sizes of each color, and so I'm grabbing one in each size, the small, medium, and large, and just adding them to the card like this. So I'll pull that up so you can see. And I just want to show you that layout one more time before I attach this to the card base so you can see the comparison. So this is the card that inspired my creativity. The 2 images here together creating a focal point, some leaves coming out the side. I did the same thing here. And then the greeting with some gems over on the side. Now, one last little thing I want to show you is a special little trick that I tend to do quite often. So this is a thick basic white card base, and I could very easily attach my card just like this. But I want to show you a really simple trick that's going to totally change the look of this card, and it may even be what pushes you over the edge to give me that thumbs up vote this week. All right, Pecan Pie ink. This is the same color as the Stampin' Blend I used to color in the images here. I just open up the ink pad, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to drag it just straight to the paper. And I'm just going around the edges. and it's not even. It's not even in thickness. It's not even in darkness. It doesn't matter. I could keep going back over it. I can be done. It looks a little bit goofy and it's a little bit messy, but that's why we have grid paper. But look what it does now. I'm gonna take this and set it right over it. And it's lighter than if I use the pecan pie cardstock because it's got some variation in that little bit of a border that you see. And what's awesome about it is that it's white on the inside, so I can stamp my greeting and write my message there. So then I just take my regular adhesive, attach that. I'll pull in my finished one just to show you again. But isn't that such a fun card? I really enjoyed using the card layouts from the Florals in Bloom suite just to give some inspiration and totally take it in a different direction with the silly safari stamps. So I hope you've enjoyed this card. I certainly hope it has earned your thumbs up vote. Be sure to click through and watch the other videos. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.